He didn't remember how it happened, but it wasn't something he intentionally did.
So what are you suing for?
So the cost of the table to replace it, to get a new one.
And how much is the table?
$450.
Wasn't it $300?
We paid $300 for it, but it was a $450 table because Josh gave us a discount because he got it from a family member.
But you did some work on the table.
Yeah, we did.
Do you think that added or subtracted from the value?
Well, I think that's a subjective thing. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a picture of this table?
Yeah, I got a couple different ones.
Good. How is this a picture of the table?
Well, you can see. We never had any like direct pictures of the table because I mean, who takes a picture of the table? So that's Aaron. That was our first.
Is this a table here?
Yeah.
Did the table come with 4 chairs?
Yeah.
Who is this?
That's him.
What's your name?
Aaron.
What are you drinking?
That's cherry 7-Up.
Good. Oh, this is the table.
Yeah. The table was behind Aaron. That's where all our groceries were sitting. That was our first grocery shopping trip.
Yeah. Did you ever put the stuff away, or you just ate it from there?
And then there's...
Okay. There it is. All right. Am I correct that the SU is the beginning of what?
Suck it, Trebek.
Suck it, Trebek. Okay. All right. Hit it, Jacob.
Okay. Well, he was right in saying that we've all been friends since middle school. I mean, we've always been the same clique. We've always, I mean, we don't have any more friends. We have acquaintances, but we've always just hung out with each other. But something he didn't tell you is that Ryan himself is actually a big prankster. He is constantly pulling pranks on all of us. Like, it could be anything from one time he put an egg down a toilet and stopped it up, and he thought that was funny, but, I mean, it was in his toilet. So, and I know he didn't think it was that funny. And it's just things like that all the time. And, I mean, recently he's been kind of crossing the line. Actually, last winter, for example, he came over to my apartment where I was living at the time, and he had like a remote desktop. It's like this thing, you install a program on a computer, and he can control what happens on my computer from his computer. And he waited until I went to the bathroom, and he installed this program on my computer. And then we hung out, he left, and then later on in the week or whatever, I was in my room where my computer is, and, you know, I was just doing my, like, I was getting dressed one time, and the mouse started moving and moved up to the webcam, and I freaked out, and I ran. And then at random times, like, Microsoft Word would pop up, and this person who I had no idea, it could be anyone, just a hacker as far as I knew.
Did you do that?
Was
Yes,
talking to me.
Go ahead.
So he's always been doing things like this, and that's just the backstory on Ryan's how he is. We always have to expect it out of him.
Let's get to the real story.
So what happened was they bought this table, they painted over it, and our group of friends always give each other a hard time. So I come over, I see the Suck It Trebek thing, and I make this big deal out of, and it was a joke, first of all. I'm not a huge Jeopardy fan.
Okay.
A while later, it comes back up. We're at my apartment having a little party, and I had had a little to drink, and, oh, yeah. So I'm like, well, let's get Ryan back, let's prank him. So I'm like, let's drive me to his apartment. I went in there. I honestly didn't know they were home. The back doors are always open. So, I mean, for each other, because we always leave stuff at each other's apartments. We're really good friends. It's just how it is. So I went through the back door. I came in, and I saw the table, and I did break the table. I broke it. So
How'd you break the legs off?
Well, I mean, I grabbed the leg, and
But you didn't unscrew them or anything like you.
I ripped them off. It took me a while. It was a pretty sturdy table. I got him. So
You got him.
After
yeah.
I did,
You were drunk at the time?
Yeah, yeah.
How'd you get there?
drove.
Tell me. You drove.
Yep.
I drove him. Yeah, because
You weren't drinking, right?
No, no.
Good answer. Go ahead.
So I get there. I do the work. I get
You do
sabotage.
the work. You broke the legs off.
Yeah. It was a sabotage mission.
It took him a while because I ended up just leaving him.
Yeah, he left me. That's why I spent the night at their
I
house.
wasn't waiting in that car.
I went back outside and he was gone.
Okay.
And then I went back inside and I was like, well, they wouldn't care if I crashed here. I woke up and they're all mad about the table, which I didn't think personally they would get that mad about because we're constantly pulling pranks on each other. The table actually was worth maybe like $30 at a garage sale.
Judge Pirro renders her verdict right after this. Defendant Jacob Jones is being sued for breaking the plaintiff's table, which he says he only did as a prank in retaliation after the plaintiff pulled a prank on him.
honestly. Like, I would buy...
How could you say that? Your witness is the one who sold it to them for $300. Step
Well,
up here.
okay.
Josh, what did you sell them the table for?
A couple $100, I don't remember.
He said 3. Could it be 3?
It very well could be. I don't
Yeah.
remember. 'Cause
Where'd you get
honestly,
the
I don't
table?
care. It was my mother's table.
Does your mother know you took it?
Yes. She basically gave it to me for my apartment when I first moved out, and it had flowers and stuff on it. I didn't want it. So what I told him was, oh yeah, it's worth $450. I'm not a table appraiser. I don't know. So I got a couple $100 out of the table that probably I wouldn't have paid a dime over, like 35, 40 bucks for. She would have just sold it in a garage sale.
All
or
right,
something.
good. What else do you want to say?
Basically that, I mean, it was just a joke. Ryan's been pulling
was a
jokes
joke?
like this. The whole thing, the breaking
What, his
the table.
breaking the legs? It's
the-
called criminal mischief, damaging property.
Well, I mean, at the same time, he's done the same thing to us, and we've never actually
So sue him.
sued him over this.
Sue
you know
him.
what I mean? Well, I suppose we could, but I mean, we're friends, and I didn't think that it would ever escalate to this.
Okay,
but,
that's what you want to say?
Yeah. So
Sit down.
I think that.
Thank you. All right, Aaron, what do you want to say?
Well, I've known Jacob also for quite a long time. Met him when I was in high school, and I mean, we were best friends. We've been best friends for a long time, and I actually lived in the apartment with him before too. So I mean, we've gone through a lot together and everything. And I don't really know. I mean, he just came over that night, and me and him, we were the last 2 up. Everyone else went to bed, so me and him were hanging out together. And when I decided to go to bed, I told him, you know, just go out in the living room. I gave him some pillows and blankets and stuff, and I just went to bed. I, you know, expected him just to go to bed also out in the living room, just watch TV or something until he passed out. And then I got the call from Ryan in the morning saying that he woke up and saw the table and it was broke, the legs
Got
were
it.
ripped off.
Got it. All right, thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming today. You added a great deal to the case. Last chance. What do you want to say?
Basically, what he said was true about me pulling the pranks, but I've never done anything destructive. Like with the computer, I didn't put any malicious thing or viruses or
You
anything.
haven't
on-
destroyed property.
I haven't destroyed property, yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I think I've stated my case.
Do you feel badly about it?
Not after all the stuff he's put me through before. Years and years and years of torment, and I mean...
Can't get rid of
All
it.
right. It is undisputed that the defendant damaged the property of the plaintiff. The issue is whether or not the defendant is liable to the plaintiff for the damage to the property, and assuming that he is, whether, you know, what the value of that property is. There's no question that you are liable for the damage to the plaintiff's property. In fact, he could have had you charged with criminal mischief irrespective of the pranks that you've played on each other over the years. The question, however, on this Suckett-Trebek table is, what is the value of this table? Can you put those legs back on?
Well, there's actually a little bit extra. The table actually ended up getting thrown away after he told me he was going to repair it. So it ended up getting thrown away. So there's no...
Your Honor, I never said I was going to pay for the table.
That was just working in your favor. You see, sometimes you can say too much, because if he said that you were going to repair it, I would have said, oh, that's a very nice thing to do. And if he threw it away before you had a chance to repair it, that's in your benefit. So stop talking. Did you get a new table?
We have not got a new table. We have something temporary to eat off of.
Where'd you get it?
It's a card table thing.
Where'd you pay for it?
I got it from my parents' house. We're just borrowing it.
Did your mother know what happened to this table?
I've not really informed her, I guess, of the situation.
All right, here's the deal. The defendant is liable for the damage to the plaintiff's table. I'm going to award the plaintiff an amount of $150. I don't think the table was worth much more than that. And if you want, you can sue him for the other $150 that he overcharged you for the table. But in the meantime, stop playing pranks on each other where there is a damage to property, because it affects everybody monetarily. But I want you to know it was truly a pleasure having you all in my courtroom. Have a good day. You win. Verdict for the plaintiff.